know and everything you do is affected by the relationships you have with others. According to Christian Schultz, professional development is one of the primary goals of the instructional coach, and through supportive collaboration with colleagues, professional learning will have the greatest impact when trusting relationships are established. The question then becomes, how do we create these relationships and what do they look like in real life situations? This video will present 2 approaches instructional coaches may use as they strive to build trusting relationships. Communication strategies for effective feedback are also suggested. An important step for instructional coaches in building trusting relationships is to be present for the teachers they serve. While collecting, analyzing, and reporting data are important to the role of an instructional coach, without the teacher's help, implementing strategies to improve student achievement cannot happen. In the following scenario, imagine that a professional development has been presented to school faculty on implementing the use of technology in the classroom. We will meet a teacher who is excited to try some of the strategies presented during the professional development, but is overwhelmed on how to actually implement these in the classroom setting. Good morning, Ms. Rogers. Thank you so much for emailing me yesterday about your concerns of how to implement technology in the classroom and taking time out of your busy schedule today to meet with me. From your email, I was able to put together a quick strategy that you can use to begin the process of applying technology in your classroom. I know a lot of information was given at the professional development, but the most important thing I want you to remember is you're not expected to implement all of them at one time. Pick one and work on it until you're comfortable before adding something new. The information is meant to help you, not to overwhelm you. Let me show you this idea I had. So see? Acknowledging a teacher's request, promptly offering solutions, and noting their time is valuable is a key component to effectively working with teachers and is one way to help you in building a trusting relationship with those teachers. Remember, a teacher's focus is on student growth and achievement, and an instructional coach's role is to actively inspire and support effective classroom strategies to help them meet those goals. Make sure you keep your visits short and to the point, come with the instructional materials you may need, and be ready to offer more feedback and additional resources if necessary. Make sure your teachers know you are available for them. Designate a spot where teachers can leave questions and thoughts for you. Be quick to respond and offer feedback that is tangible. Remember, students need differentiation and teachers may as well. Some teachers will need you to model the technique, while others only want to read about the strategy and implement it in the best way that fits their individual needs. You can send quick emails to reinforce your availability for teachers and answer any questions they have posed. Quick response times lead to more effective communication between the instructional coach and the teachers and helps in building trusting relationships. Another way to build trust between the instructional coach and teachers is to listen reflectively and celebrate teacher efforts. In this scenario, the instructional coach is conducting a face-to-face follow-up with the teacher about a strategy suggested during a recent classroom observation and modeling session. Hi, Ms. Rogers. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to follow up and see if using the notebook has helped you in recognizing student progress and celebrating some classroom successes.
Well, to be honest, I was very apprehensive to start this, especially the part about leaving my notebook out for you and the principal to review during the classroom visits. But I have found that it has been helpful for me to recognize and celebrate the victories in my classroom. I've even shared the successes with my class, and they are now keeping victory journals to celebrate their individual accomplishments.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad you're enjoying this strategy. I'm impressed that you're able to share it with your students. Well, tell me a little more about that.
Oh, yes, ma'am. At the end of one day, I decided to share the accomplishments of our day by reviewing I can statements and positive behavior I saw throughout the day. Johnny was excited when I noted an improvement in his behavior during circle time.
That's good.
It was a great morale booster for the class as I shared what I saw as accomplishments. The class was so excited that I quickly suggested that each person start their own victory journal. They keep them handy and jot down success as they see them. We've set up a specific day to share victories, but if I see the need for a morale boost, I will initiate a victory cheer and have someone share a victory success that they've had that day. This has been great for my classroom. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I also like the note that you left earlier in the week when you had a chance to review my journal. It was nice to hear some positive feedback to celebrate the victories of my classroom.
Ms. Rogers, your experience is so exciting. I am glad you were able to take a tool that was meant to help you and extend it to your classroom. You know, this would be something great to share with others. Would you be willing to share your experience at the next faculty meeting?
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. The instructional coach wanted to encourage Ms. Rogers to recognize all her goals and student accomplishments and suggested that she keep a journal noting anything that was a success in her class. In following up with Ms. Rogers, the instructional coach found that implementing this strategy helped increase teacher self-efficacy and was even used as a classroom management strategy. By listening to teacher needs, the instructional coach was able to effectively offer support to the teacher that led to a positive change in classroom behavior. As we have seen, two approaches instructional coaches can use to build trusting relationships are: 1, to be present and available for teachers, and 2, listen reflectively and validate teacher efforts. We also saw ways that feedback can be used or was being used in communicating with teachers. The instructional coach set up an area for teachers to leave questions that could be answered in a timely fashion. Email was also used to communicate needs and feedback with teachers on a personal and on a school-wide basis. Face-to-face feedback was utilized as well. Applying these approaches and communicating effective feedback can help instructional coaches build trusting relationships with the staff at their school.